was in 2012. I was 16 years old. I was messing around on the internet on a chat roulette website, which is pretty sketchy and probably wouldn't let my 16-year-old daughter do that, but I met this guy on there. He's from England, and I must have liked him because I gave him my Skype information, which was a pretty big deal for me at the time. And I didn't hear from him for a while, but he eventually sent me a message, and I remember thinking, what if I gave my number to some murderer and he's gonna find me and, maybe he's crazy. But eventually we kept talking and he seemed all right. I looked him up online and he didn't seem like catfish that I could tell. We kept talking for a while, and eventually my mom agreed to let me go visit him as long as she went along with me. So in October of 2012, we got on a plane and flew to Manchester in England, and he told me that he had informed his family that I was coming to visit, so we were going to take a train from the airport in Manchester to the town he lived in, which is called Chorley. My mom and I, we rode this train for about half an hour, and we get there and walk through the train station, and I'll never forget it, but there's sliding doors from the train platform, and then the doors open, whoo, and he's just standing there, and it was awkward, and I was really nervous but excited. So he took us back to his house, and it turned out that he didn't tell his family that we were coming until a couple minutes before we showed up. So that was strange, but they were happy to have us anyway, and I stayed there for a couple weeks with my mom, and it was a lot of fun, and his family was great, and they were happy to have us. So in December of 2012, he came to visit us in Indiana for Christmas. My mom and I took an Amtrak train from Indiana to Chicago, and then the L to O'Hare Airport to pick him up. Again, very nervous to see him again. So he stayed with us for 2 weeks during Christmas. He met all my family members, and it was really fun. And showed him around the town, took him to Indianapolis, and we saw a roller derby show. And then the last time I saw him, I went by myself to England in 2013. And it was going downhill at that point, I think, but I still had a lot of fun. And I can remember walking through the airport in Manchester after saying our goodbyes and thinking, might not see him again. And that was really sad, and it turned out to be true. But I think as far as, your first love goes, that was pretty exciting, and it was a good experience.